Hey everyone, today's video dives into the side quest frogs. This is one of the two quests you can pick between frogs or mice. And let me tell you, frogs is packed with sneaky excitement. In this quest, you'll meet Old Brown in Zeleov, a guy with a bone to pick with a neighboring village, Takov. His mischievous request, steal their maple. Sounds easy, right? But here's the kicker. You'll need to pull it off without getting caught, or the whole quest is a bust. When you arrive in Takov, make sure to chat with Innkeeper Project, who's got the lowdown on Henrik, the poor soul tasked with guarding the maple at night. Here's where it gets juicy. Henrik has a secret romance with Manka, but Project isn't exactly a fan. In fact, he suggests you rough up Henrik to get him out of the picture. If you take his advice, the maple will be left wide open for the taking. Once night falls and Henrik is out of the way, it's time to make your move. Climb up, grab the wreath by cutting it with your axe, and make your daring getaway. Just keep your wits about you. If you're caught red-handed, things could turn messy real quick. After you have successfully nabbed the wreath, head back to Oldram and hand it over, and enjoy your sweet reward of 45 groschen. What a joke. So what's your play? Will you embrace the trickster life and pull off the heist, or leave the maple untouched? You can check out the playthrough video right after this.
You're having trouble with the Takovites?
I'd say it's time to get payback for all those shenanigans up there. You look like you might be good at that sort of thing. And since you're already here, why don't you help me out? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Well, I might be able to help. But first, I want to know what this is about.
All right, listen up. Up on that hill over there, it's Takov. All I want you to do is to go over there and give them a taste of their own medicine. We'll make some mischief and have a few laughs while we're at it. Well then, will you help me?
Nah, why not? I could use a good laugh.
Listen up then. Those naughty Takovite bastards have this nice maypole in their village. They're so proud of it, you'd think it's a gift from the king himself. Especially Project. Nothing would teach them a lesson better than stealing it and putting it up on display here. Just to spite them.
So all I have to do is take their maypole and bring it to you?
Aye, exactly. But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right, I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head, understand? All I want to do is piss Project off.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off. You know, mess with him for stealing our maypole and our pasture. But remember, no violence, all right?
Of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see what an asshole he is.
Why don't you like the Takovites?
Because they're wankers. Arrogant wankers. Think they're above everyone else. But mainly, they stole our pasture, which has belonged to Zeleov since time immemorial.
Why do they look down on you?
Commoners here have all sorts of obligations to the nobility and have to pay a tax.
Of course. That makes sense.
Aye, but Takov has all its obligations in Grossen. They just pay up and that's it. But the nobles won't allow the same for Zeleov. Besides Grossen, the others have to give them pigs, chickens, hay and the like, or go and serve. That's why them Takovites look down on us. They think they're better than us.
Right you are. Those Takovites are a bunch of stuck-up idiots.
Exactly. See? Even an outsider can tell.
How does someone steal a pasture, anyway?
Like a prick, that's how. Behind Takov, there's this strip of land leading toward the pond. It's supposed to belong to us, for grazing. There's an old tree there, and everything between the tree and the woods is ours. I was there when it was decided. I was about your age then, and I got a good beating under that tree, so I remember. And you can bet your ass I remember.
They beat you up under the tree? Why would they do that?
You bet they did. That's just how it's done, obviously. When we agree on something like this, we take a young lad and give him a good pummeling, so that he'll remember in case the others forget. And we pick a young boy because he has a good memory, and, God willing, still has many years in front of him. It makes sense?
Aye, you're right. I remember we used to do the same back where I'm from. But how did they steal it from you?
Because they don't believe me. Those treacherous bastards. They lie about it wherever they can, saying the deal was different. And it was a different tree near the forest.
Aye, that's a tricky situation.
Tricky my ass. They're greedy liars. Simple as that.
Did you take your pasture dispute to Lord Bombergov?
Of course we did. He asked the Thrusk of its bailiff to resolve it, and he said we should sort it out amongst ourselves. And that if he heard about it ever again, he'll have both me and Project flogged. So that's that.
About the Takov maypole.
Ask away.
I reckon they'll be guarding the maypole, eh?
Aye. They're proper careful and keep a good eye on it. You'll have to be subtle and outsmart them somehow. But that shouldn't be too hard. That Takov lot ain't the brightest. Ask around. See what's going on over there. You'll figure something out.
Well, you don't need me for this, do you? Just send one of your farmhands.
It's not that simple. Maypoles are a big deal in these parts. We had one here too, just like in Soskowit. But those Takovites stole ours. And our fellas didn't manage to steal theirs. They got their arses kicked too. That's how it is every year. They're very proud of the maypole, but they won't be expecting a stranger like you to steal it.
Do you have any idea how I'm actually supposed to steal it?
What we need is a wreath. That's the important part. I reckon you'll have to climb up and chop the top off.
That's pretty high up, isn't it?
Ah, you're young and strong. You can handle it. When I was your age, I could climb all the way up the tower at Trotsky.
If you say so.
But I reckon climbing up there will take a bit of time. So be careful none of those Takov fools spot you.
That's enough of that.
You do remember the promise we made, don't you?
It was one man. I just reckon I'll... Exactly. We'll have
I'm
to
sorry.
talk to the others this evening and decide what to do.
What would you like?
That's a beautiful maypole you have there. You don't see that every day. I reckon all the other villagers must envy you.
They sure do. Them Zhelievites try to steal it, but our fellas kick their asses. Why are you so interested in it anyway?
I know from experience how hard it is to guard a maypole like that. I used to stand guard myself.
Well, there you go. Then I'm sure you know what it's like to be envied by everyone around. And if someone had bad intentions, Henrik would show them how we do things here in Takhov. That's the one thing he's good for.
I wanted to ask about Henrik.
What about him?
Did he do something to you? Sounds like you're not exactly fond of him.
Aye, I'm not. He's been getting on my nerves ever since he got together with our Manka. I'm afraid he'll mess with her head and run off with her. Just like his bloody brothers did.
Where did they go?
What do I know? One day they just packed up and wandered off. Their village wasn't good enough for them, I reckon. I wouldn't mind if someone went and beat the thought of Manka out of his head. Maybe someone not from around here.
Why not? I can manage that.
He's not much of a fighter, but I reckon if you call him a vagrant or something, it'll surely rile him up. And I'll remember you did me a little favour. I'm sorry.
Good afternoon.
How's it going?
It's shit, to tell you the truth.
How come?
Because I have to guard this bloody maypole. I can't even get a good night's sleep because of it, and there's plenty of other work to do during the day. And then there's... Ah, never mind. Forget it.
What did you want to say? Sometimes it's better to share your troubles. Two heads are better than one, after all.
I mean, if you say so, it's about Manka. I'm sure you've noticed her. She's the prettiest lass around.
Gosh, it's hard not to notice her.
Exactly. Me and Manka love each other, but her parents are against it. I don't even know why. They just don't like me. They forbid her from seeing me. We went to a dance together in Troskowitz recently, but when they found out, they were furious. Now they're keeping close watch over her and causing problems for me as well.
Yeah, that's rough. But I really don't think I can help you. Henrik, what about your brothers?
What? Why do you care?
No, it's just that I've been hearing some interesting things about them around town.
Pah, let them talk. I don't know anything about them. They left.
Why did they leave?
I'm not sure. This place isn't too bad, but I reckon they wanted to see the world. Penna left after Pa died, and Rudlin right after Ma's passing, so I was left here alone.
And where did they go?
Hard to say. One said he'd head towards Prague. The other decided to go wherever his legs take him. But as for where they are now, I've no clue. They both said they'd return in a year, but they never did. I hope I get to see them again.
I hear you've got Wanderer's blood, and you're getting ready to leave, just like them. I'm a bit of a wanderer myself. Will you take me with you?
This again? Just you wait. I'll show you, just like I'll show anyone who talks about me like that.
When you say show, do you mean run away? I've heard that's all you can do. At least that's what everyone says.
Come on then. You ask for it. Pray for a quick death, you bastard. Kurva! I'm wounded!
Aren't those dice sad? You're just letting them...
Good news. I kicked Henrik's arse.
That's what I like to hear. I'll see to it that word gets out about what a hothead he is. But I'd better wait till tomorrow when he's back on his feet. If the other lot found out Henrik's licking his wounds, I'm sure they'd rush the maypole tonight. We can do without a guard for one night.
Exactly. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, but never mind. Where were we? Aye, I'm glad he got what was coming to him. Maybe Manka will even understand she can do better. Anyway, it's good to know you're dependable. I'll remember that.
Stay. Go!
So, right. Listen to what I have to say.
Did you hear about
Whoa! Say, I have this fancy maypole from Takov here if you're interested.
My God! They're going to slit themselves! Nobody's got them this good in years! You're a champ, Henry! As soon as I saw you, I knew you had it in you. I promised you something, didn't I? And I'm a man of my word.
I wouldn't expect anything less. And one more thing that might put you in a good mood. You know Henrik?
Of course. He's the one who beat up my fellas last time they tried to get the maypole.
Aye. Well, this time he's the one that took a beating. He was pretty surprised.
Well, look at you. Beating up a strongman like that. That's like more than courage. I'll give you a little something extra for that.
Thanks, Olbram. It was my pleasure.
What do you say we pull one more trick, eh? I'd make it worth your while, of course.
All right. Why not?
Great. Now listen up. Let's really ruin their day, shall we?
I'm all ears.
Them Takovites grazed their sheep near the pasture they took from us. And you're going to scatter their sheep into the woods. What do you say? They'll have to herd them all back. I reckon they'll be proper pissed off.
All right. I'm sure they won't be happy about that.
That they won't. But that's not all. Project's beloved son is in charge of the sheep now. You'll make him look like a complete moron.
Project's son?
Aye. Project is in charge there. He gives me the most grief. And they all care about his opinion. If it wasn't for him, this whole bastard thing would have been sorted a long time ago. On top of that, he thinks his son is gifted, and that he'll be a bailiff somewhere one day. Nothing will piss him off more than seeing his son be the village idiot.
All right. That's a good plan.
Of course it is. I came up with it. The Takovites will be doing the wash thing soon. If you manage to drive the sheep through the drying laundry, I reckon they won't be too thrilled about it. I'll even give you an extra reward.
Say, Olbram, how am I supposed to lure away Project's son?
You'll figure it out. Actually, wait. I've got an idea. Flip this into his food, and you'll see.
What will I see?
It's what I give to my cattle for bellyache. Project's lad is going to sit all over himself. And while he's gone, you'll be able to chase off his sheep.
All right. That sounds like a plan. I'm on it.
Great. But same as before, all right? Don't go killing anyone. And don't get caught.
Gah! Whoa!
What was that? What's going on here? All right, what was that? What's that I hear?
Good to see you.
Go! Ka! I'm done with the sheep.
Ha ha! Great! How did it go? Tell me.
Well, I scattered their sheep like you wanted.
That's perfect.
I also trampled their laundry, like you mentioned.
You did? That must have been quite unpleasant for them. They'll have to start over.
Our sheep ran like the wind after I slipped in that specialty of yours.
What a sight that must have been.
Aye. I reckon he's still throwing up.
You've taken care of everything. You deserve a reward. And with a bit on top as well. Like I promised. Since you did such a good job.
Thanks, Oldham.
Don't mention it. You're a handy fella. But you could be even better. With my help, of course. They say I'm a good teacher. And listen, one more thing. We'll be meeting the Takovites soon to discuss the pasta they stole from us. I'd like you to come with us. If you're not against it, that is.
So, what else do you have in store for those Takovites?
I'll tell you, friend. We're going to meet the Takovites in our pasture and try to sort it out. And if we don't get through to them, we'll kick their arses. Will you come with us?
Why not? I've already stolen a maypole and scattered some sheep.
You will? You're really in it with us up to your ears. But I reckon it won't be much fun this time. We meet in the pasture regularly, and it's always the same. I try to explain everything to Project, but he doesn't listen to me. The thieving thief. I suppose we'll fight then. Don't worry. When the Takovites see you, they won't want to mess with us.
All right, let's show these Takovites what for.
They don't deserve anything else. Come, let's get the others and get going.
Ah, the Jelievites are finally here. Didn't feel like it, eh?
If I knew I was going to get my arse kicked, I wouldn't want to go either.
You see, Henry? They're provoking us again. They're just impossible to negotiate with.
There's nothing to negotiate, old man. The pasture is ours, and that's final.
Bullshit! You know right well that I got smacked around as a child in that orchard right over there.
What do we care where you got smacked around?
Leave him alone! Thank you.
If what Olbrum is saying is true, this whole pasture really is theirs.
If, in your dreams, you're just trying to rob our beautiful town.
Beautiful, eh? The place is so ugly, even the plague would rather avoid it.
When they see the gruesome girls from Tarkov, even the dogs in the street will back off.
But the lads from Tarkov, they don't mind. They do each other from behind.
You bastards! We'll see who has the last laugh when I smash your teeth in!
You'll pay for that stolen maypole. Don't forget about the sheep they chased off, them bloody Jelievite bastards. We spent all day rounding them up.
What are you getting so upset about, Takovites? It was just an innocent joke.
We're not going to take this lying down, are we?
Of course not. Enough talk. At 'em, fellas!
Hold on there, fellas. The first one to move will get slapped so hard, he'll get a second one from the ground.
Holy Mary, look at him. He's got arms like a bear.
Shut your mouth, mouth.
You don't know him like I do, Project. That's the Henry that found the water sprite's silver axe. I told you about him. I ain't fighting no sorcerer.
Beat their arses already.
Jesus!
You can't beat them.
Bash their teeth in.
I need a hand here.
Try me?
Oh, too slow.
Fuck that!
You can't. You
Bash their teeth in. You won't get me.
Kick those blowhards' asses! And then to you.
I need a bandage. There. That's better.
I have to say, you really know how to give each other a right thrashing around here.
That's for sure. You're not a real man until you've had a taste of the local pork knuckle. And you held your own. Help like that deserves a reward.
Can't say no to that. If you wanted to have any more discussions with the Takovites, I'll be glad to help.
I'd say they'll be licking their wounds for a while.
Did you enjoy content like this? Be sure to check out the channel and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.